Hi, this is Sajjad, welcoming you to this video of Nuke Learning. In this video, I want to talk about the write node. This node renders the result of all upstream nodes and saves the result to disk. You would usually place one write node at the bottom of the compositing tree to render the final output. However, write nodes have both input and output connectors, so you can embed them anywhere in the compositing tree. The write node supports multiple file formats such as Cineon, TIFF, QuickTime, Alembic, OpenEXR, HDRI, and DPX. Note that this node executes all renders at the currently active scale, either full or proxy resolution. To toggle between these, press Ctrl+P. You can also create this node by pressing W on the node graph. If you have seen my green screen videos, this is the script I have created there, and I have explained in detail how to remove green or blue screen from the plate using this template, and this template will work for all of your shots. I also have explained how to get all the hair details and preserve edges and get the best possible results. If you have not seen those videos, check them out. So I want to export this script out of Nuke, send it to the client. Hit W for loading the write node, or hit Tab and type write. Then put it at the end of the comp. Remember, any place you put the write node, it will read upper stream level of data. For instance, if I put it after this defocus node, you can see this line is getting highlighted, which means all the data from the most top node coming into this write node will be written to disk. In the properties, we have these options. Channels sets the channels to render. If you set this to something other than all or none, you can use the controls on the right to select individual channels. File sets the file path and name of the file to render. For frame numbers, you can use hashtags for each digit. Proxy sets the file path and name of a relevant proxy image. This proxy image is used if proxy mode is on and the required resolution is less than or equal to the proxy format. Frame sets the frame mode. Expression lets you enter an expression in the field on the right. Start at lets you enter a start frame number in the field on the right. Offset lets you enter a constant offset in the field on the right. Output transform sets the color transform used to convert this file from Nuke working space to the values written in the file. Pre-multiplied, when enabled, Nuke corrects the color to reproduce the partially transparent pixels created by some renders by dividing color data by the alpha channel before converting to the color space and then multiplying by the alpha channel afterwards. Raw data, when enabled, Nuke does not convert the data. For most file formats, this is the same as linear color space, but for some, it may disable other processing such as conversion from YUV. Views, when you're working with stereo footage, select the required view to render. File type sets the rendered file format manually, enabling type-specific controls. We have so many formats to choose from. If you want to know more about each of these formats, Google them, or on the Foundry website, search for the term File Type-Specific Controls. Create directories. When enabled, the render operation creates the directory structure specified in the file control automatically if it doesn't already exist. When disabled, attempting to write to non-existent directories displays an error. Render order. When multiple nodes are rendered at once, they are sorted into increasing order by this number. Render. Click to display the pre-render setup window. Frame range sets the first frame of a sequence to render. Limit to range. When enabled, only frames within the frame range are rendered. OCIO tab allow you to apply specific LUTs to individual shots. Python tab, these controls are for Python callbacks and can be used to have Python functions automatically called when various events happen in Nuke. For instance, I can enter a message here like render is done, and when the write node finishes the rendering, this message pops up and lets me know. I have explained these options and lots of other cool Python codes in Python-related videos.